where are the others? Let us now check the attendance for Group 1. Is there any absent on Group 1?
None, sir.
Group 2?
None, sir.
Group 3?
None, sir.
Also very good. You all have got perfect attendance today. So now, let us now all stand up and feel the presence of our Holy Father. Our morning prayer.
Good morning, Lord. Today's a new day, a chance for a new start. Yesterday is gone, and with it, any regrets, mistakes, or failures I may have experienced. It's a good day to be glad and give thanks, and I do, Lord. Thank you for today, a new opportunity to love, give, and be all that you want me to be. Today I want to start the day with you on my mind and in my heart. As I dress, let me wear the armor you've provided daily, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the belt of truth, the shoes of peace, and the sword of the Spirit, with prayer on my tongue, praise for you, and petitions for those around me and those I meet. Feed me today with your daily bread, as the bread of life. Your food, like manna, will sustain me throughout any trials and hungers. Help me to set my thoughts on things above, and to speak only what will help, and encourage others. Keep me from putting my foot in my mouth, and help me guard the affections of my heart today, Lord. Make whatever work I do be marked with excellence rather than perfectionism. As I seek not to make a name, but to make a difference, help me to treat each person I encounter as you would, with respect and love, forgiving others and asking for forgiveness myself when needed. As I start this day, help me remember that I belong to you, and my desire is to act accordingly. Keep my feet from stumbling, and my mind from wandering into distractions that could steal precious time and energy from the most important things you have designed for me. I'm proud to be your child, Lord, and I'm so grateful that you died for me, rising again so that every day could be filled with the wonder of your love, the freedom of your spirit, and the joy of knowing you. I know earthly life is short and fleeting, Lord, but I want to live today as if it were the first or the last day of my life, giving thanks for every good and perfect gift you choose to give. Today and every day, I want to live my life for you, Jesus. In your precious name, I pray. Amen.
So again, good morning. Please be seated. Our last lesson is about density of population among living organisms. Supposed to be our topic for today is about, yes, Ivan?
Sir, extinction.
Very good. So we will gonna watch a video clip about endangered animals here in the Philippines. after watching the video, what do you think does the video wants to convey to us or wants to understand by our students? Yes, Ivan?
Sir, it conveys that progressive deforestation, poaching, and habitat destruction can lead to serious failing numbers of species of animals, and I think can be the case for plants also.
Very good. So, it's because human activities can affect to the population of organism or the mating process of other species, and also it can cause habitat loss for them. Other human activities than poaching and hunting are extensive mining that can really disrupt their environment, and deforestation and pollution or industrialization. So for our motivation, I will show you a picture of a horse feeding on the grass, and I will give you a quote, which is, I know it is on Tagalog, but I will just translate it in English for you. So, what you will gonna do to the horse if there is no grass, as well as what you will gonna do to the grass if there is no horse. What is your perspective about that statement? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes?
dependency of one species of living organism, which is horse, to another living organism, which is the grass. I think it is connected to extinction of animals, wherein progressive deforestation happened that will later on give off suffering and habitat loss of animals.
Very good. I agree to that answer. It's because all living organism has a function to one another. Meaning, even how big or small they are, believe me, they have an important role in each living organism or other species of living organism. So a loss of one can have an impact on it. So now we will gonna play a species sharing game. So can anyone read the objective of our game?
Sir,
Yes?
you will mimic the sound and behavior of the endangered animals found here in the Philippines. From the last video we watched, that will depict one of your teammates from the
So-called endangered box. The team who can get more right answer in 5 minutes will be the winner. So good luck, guys, and no coaching or cheating.
So now let's start. I will put the endangered box here, and you will pick one of the endangered species, and you will try it. One representative.
Oh my God.
Show it to me. Sir. Yes.
English. 3 syllables. Shark.
Crocodile.
Baby shark.
Crocodile.
Crocodile, Philippine crocodile.
Yay!
Next one. Next one. Representative.
Go man.
Go Melly boom boom. English. 1, 2. 2 syllables, 1 word.
One word.
1, 2, 3. 3 syllables.
3 syllables.
Chupapi
You.
unya nyo.
Human.
2 words.
People.
2.
You.
To you?
2 words. 2 syllables.
3 syllables. 2 words.
2 words. Philippine eagle.
Yay!
Next one.
English. 3 syllables.
Carabao.
Demonyo.
Carabao. Philippine Carabao.
Bull.
Very good.
Philippine Carabao.
Very good. So,
English. 2 words.
One word.
1 word. 3
Three
syllables.
syllables.
1, 2. 2 syllables.
Tashir!
very good. After our date about the endangered species of animals here in the Philippines, what did you realize about the charade?
Sir,
Yes?
we realize that there's a lot of biodiversity of species here in our country. We need to furthermore protect and capture.
Yes. I agree with that. Although we have government department that protects these type of animals like DNR and BFAR, it's not enough. It is because there's high demand or interest on the black market of which this type of animals are being sold. So looking back to our previous topic, which is biodiversity and evolution, can someone recall the meaning of biodiversity and evolution?
Sir,
Yes?
biodiversity is the variety and variability of life in an ecosystem, meaning it consists of different type of species of animals or plants found in just one environment. As for example, jungle, forest, coral reefs, grassland, and mangrove trees. While evolution refers to the changes through time happened in the species of living organisms to adapt to the changes of the environment and survive its harsh conditions.
Yes, exactly. It's because biodiversity is the variety of life and variability of life in an ecosystem. As you can see on the picture or our example, there's a biodiversity in that place, which you can see there's lion, zebras, deers, rhinoceros, and elephant. Next. But how about the type of biodiversity?
Sir,
Yes.
there are 3 types of biodiversity. Are
Yes.
first, genetic diversity, which means there's a difference among characteristic of an organism like color, shape, but having the same kind of species as, for example, frogs. Then second, one is the species diversity, meaning they are totally different in terms of anatomical characteristic and kind of species that occurs in one environment, as for example, frogs and insects, as well as joined by snakes. Then last is the ecosystem diversity, meaning it includes various plants and animal species that occurs in one environment, meaning they are now forming relation to survive as a hunt for insect like grasshopper, or how snake would camouflage to the fallen leaves of the tree to ambush their meal like frogs.
Very good. So there are the three types of biodiversity. I just said genetic diversity is the difference in characteristics, but they have the same genotype or genotype. While species diversity, they are different species with different characteristics among animals. But ecosystem diversity is the difference in species of plants along with different species of animals. So again, evolution is the change in characteristic of a species over several genes. It is by the process of natural selection or survival of the fittest. One example of theory or of evolution is the theory of human evolution by Charles Darwin. Though it is not 100% accurate, some believe it to be true that we came from apes, then evolved into humans. But some don't really believe it. It is because there are other factors that we are really different species from apes. So, what do you think is the connection of biodiversity and evolution?
Sir,
Yes?
biodiversity and evolution is connected based on the picture being projected in the front right now, because in the picture you will see a bird of the same species but having different bills. That is because of their adaptation. Their adaptation depends on the environment where they are found.
Yes, exactly. It is because evolution gives biodiversity. If there is no evolution, there is no biodiversity because the different conditions of an environment gives an opportunity for an organism to evolve. So, when they interact in one place, they will become diversity or diverse animals. So, how about those species of animals that didn't undergo adaptive evolution to survive? What do you think happens to them?
Sir, they go extinct.
Yes, very good. They went extinct, but so sadly they have faced extinction. And extinction is the termination of kind of organism or usually a species of organism. So there are two types of extinction, which is natural or it is caused by natural phenomena, and anthropogenic, which is what we usually know to be the cause of extinction, which is human activities. And it is known natural extinction. Can anyone give some example of natural extinction? Yes?
Tsunami, sir.
Sir,
Very good.
earthquake,
Correct. Another one?
volcanic eruptions,
Yes. Yes.
Hurricane.
typhoon.
Yes. Very good. So here are one example of species of animals that went extinct due to natural phenomena. The extinction of dinosaurs, in which it is theorized that there is a big meteor that will supposed to be to hit the earth, and the dinosaurs survived the hitting on the surface of the earth, but they didn't survive the impact of the meteor, which is it causes volcanic eruption, it causes tsunami, and it causes earthquakes. So next, anthropogenic extinction. Anyone can read?
Sir,
Yes.
anthropogenic extinction, human-related cause of extinction of species, overharvesting, pollution, habitat destruction, invasive species, human overpopulation, and etc.
So here are the other examples of anthropogenic extinction: hunting, deforestation, and dynamic fishing. So before a species went extinct, it will undergo these processes. So first, it becomes threatened species, in which the population of species rapidly decreases due to threat. It is due to hunting, poaching. So there's a threat among this type of species of animals. So can anyone give an example of threatened species here in our country?
Sir,
Yes?
Palawan Burka, sir.
Very good. Another one?
Sir,
Yes?
Philippine eagle.
Yes. It is also considered to be threatened before it becomes number 2, endangered. So number 2, we proceed now. Endangered species when population declines in number of remaining species. Meaning, because it was threatened, it will now become, the species will have a low remaining numbers of organisms left living. Can anyone give example of endangered species here in
Sir.
the Philippines? Again,
Tamaraw.
good. Another one,
Philippine crocodile, sir.
right? Another one,
Tarsier, sir.
yes. Very good. So how about number 3, extinct species, in which the last member of species died? Example,
Sir,
yes,
Tasmanian tiger.
yes,
Sir, dodo bird.
yes. Very good. Another one,
Sir, theoretical dinosaur, sir.
are there any questions?
None, sir.
So if there is no question regarding to our lesson, I will give you 5 minutes to review for our short quiz later on.
Okay, sir.
So now, bring out your 1/2 sheet of paper and answer short quiz. Shh, boys at the back, please quiet. Observe silence and answer carefully. So are you done?
Yes, sir.
Please exchange your papers and we will answer your short quiz. So for number 1, can someone read?
Sir,
Yes?
it is the variety and variability of life in an ecosystem.
So what's your answer?
Biodiversity.
Correct. Number 2. Number 2. Can anyone read? Yes?
It is the changes that occurs through time in the species of organisms undergoes adaptation to survive.
What is it?
Evolution, sir.
Very good. About number 3. Yes?
It happened when species didn't adapt or survive the condition of environment.
What's your answer?
Extinction. Extinction, sir.
Yes? Correct. About number 4. Yes,
Sir?
Kaylee.
Biodiversity among same species but different in characteristics. Genetic diversity.
Correct answer. About number 5. Yes.
Biodiversity among different types of animals species. Species diversity.
Correct. Number 6.
Biodiversity among different types of plants and animal species. Ecosystem diversity.
Correct. Next number.
A rapid population decrease in numbers of species in the organism in the environment.
What's your answer?
Threatened species.
Correct. Another one.
Extinction caused by natural phenomenon. I think, sir, it's
What?
natural extinction.
Very good. About last number.
An extinction that is caused by human activities and abuse, anthropogenic extinction.
Correct. Who all got the perfect score on set A?
Sir.
So you all got the score perfect. Very good. Please clap. So please pass all your papers, and I will be the one who's checking on set B, the short response type for the essay type. Please pass all your papers. Thank you. So next one. So, other question. What if the living conditions of the organisms are not ideal for their survival? Answer. Anyone?
Sir,
Yes?
they can survive.
They will die,
Good
sir.
answer. What?
They will die.
Yes? Exactly. The same answer with your classmate. So, next one. How do changes in the environment affect species extinction? What do you think about how environment affect the life of other species?
Sir,
Yes?
if this species adaptiveness is so short, then the time the weather changes, so the species of that particular animal will be end at that point, sir.
Oh, you have a good point. Then, here are other examples of endangered species found here in the Philippines. So, silver terrapon, which is in Tagalog, ayungin, and tank gabi in Tagalog, biya. Did you eat this fish already? You eaten
Yes.
some?
Yes, sir. The biya.
Yes, Samia.
Okay.
Pangat.
So, other examples of endangered species of animals here in the Philippines that is mentioned earlier on
Yes.
our discussion, which is the tamarao from Mindoro, mouse deer in Palawan, Philippine deer, Philippine monkey eating eagle, and dugong are sadly on the list of endangered animals here in the Philippines. Before we end our discussion, let us have our evaluation, which is recitation. So I have prepared set of questions for you, and just raise your hand if you know the answer. So, class, why do you think species like those I have mentioned earlier, that one, becomes endangered? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes?
I think species becomes endangered because firstly, people are abusing and catching and hunting these animals, or maybe people destroy and pollute the habitat of the animals so that it can be a toxic environment for the animals' survival and may cause major disturbances for their reproduction or mating process.
So that was a good point. Very good answer. How about next question? When can we say that the species or population becomes endangered? Raise
Sir.
your hand.
Sir.
Yes?
We can say that the population of species are endangered when there is only low number of remaining species are known.
So very good. How about threatened and extinct? Yes?
Sir?
Okay.
Sir, threatened when their number declines rapidly and extinct when the last known member of the species finally dies.
So that was short but accurate answer. Excellent. Number 4. Last number. How are the species affected by changes in the environment? Number 4. Anyone?
Sir,
Yes?
sir, if they are affected based on their chance of survival, slight changes may be an opportunity for organisms to undergo evolution for adaptation to major changes in the environment, while immediate major changes in the conditions of the place will greatly affect the species survival either positively or negatively to the life of organisms.
Very good. You got a good point. So class, you are all very good today. Please clap for yourselves. So I hope you learned something from our lesson.
We learned a lot.
And I think it's already time, so I'll end the discussion here. You can now take a picture of our assignment. You can now take a picture of your assignment.
Okay, sir.
Are you done?
Yes, sir.
So that's all for today. Goodbye and thank you. See you next meeting, class.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.